to Ethereal Angel, though. I think his combined effort with Shrimpy did a lot of work in the last game here. Mosh Pits being protected by Sanctification won them a lot of team battles, actually, preventing the Mighty Gust actually from having any effect.
Yeah, I think Ethereal Angel definitely is definitely top 3 Tyrael player in Europe. Maybe even like top 2 or best 1. His Sanctification timings are really incredible.
I would put him at #1, but in that game, Shrimpy was actually the Tyrael.
Oh, okay.
I think that both teams, in terms of synergy,
Shrimpy then.
in terms of synergy so far in this series, it's been very high up there. Like you can easily tell these are 2 of the absolute best teams in Europe, and this is almost like a finals before the finals.
No, you're right.
And it's all because Team Liquid
definitely
lost to Fnatic yesterday. Like, these teams, maybe, they shouldn't even have met here in the semifinals. But it's first place from one group against second place from the other.
Well, guys, I gotta bring it up. They've given Tyrande to Shrimpy, and usually that gets a bit scary. I mean, for the longest time, he was considered the best Tyrande in Europe for a long time, and definitely one of the best in the world. So that's already letting that through. That's kind of scary.
I don't quite understand the Team Liquid ban here on the Lost Vikings. I mean, they're pretty good at playing them themselves, and I can't recall. Well, okay, it was Shrimpy.
Yeah,
that's right.
Did amazing with that.
Did he do it on Infernal Shrines?
It
yes,
was
Infernal Shrines.
Oh,
with play again.
Right.
It's such a problem when one player is so great at so many heroes.
Yeah.
Shrimpy Abathur, Shrimpy Tyrande, Shrimpy Vikings.
Actually, I asked Vortex about that, because we all know Vortex being the Master Vikings player that he is. I asked him, what do you think about Shrimpy's build? And he says, I do not approve. So that's quite interesting to see, that kind of like little dynamic between them, because it had a lot of success.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a stylistic thing.
Yeah.
So maybe there's not like one thing that's better than the other. It's just like how you play the hero. It was the same thing back in the days with, well, back in the days, a while back when Sergeant Hammer was a huge part of the meta. A lot of people had very different builds, you know, Hover Siege Tank or something else.
Graduating Siege Range, Stone Skin, There's a bunch of differences with her, definitely.
Graduating range all the way. Oh yeah.
Actually, almost nobody took that. He was Hover Siege Tank or Stone Skin, usually.
Now Team Dignitas is going to choose the next heroes. Falstad coming in here. So far, a very successful component of Team Liquid's draft. Winning with it in Game 2 and Game 3. Lots of control. Now Team Dignitas will snatch that one up.
Imagine if Tyrande had a talent for Lunar Flare that pinned someone in position. That would be the sickest little combo. It would be
She
like...
does, it's stun.
No, but actually pinned them.
Like
so
forever?
Like
Forever.
No, not like forever. But like the Mighty Gust comes in and it would not blow them away, kind of like how Lamb to the Slaughter works. That would be pretty cool.
Bro, you have the best reaction.
Forever. Yes.
He knows it's time.
No fights can congregate from that position for that team for the entire game.
Hey, Blizzard is like a rule breaker in the genre, right? We've got Abathur Cho'Gall. Next, there'll be a hero that pins someone in position forever in a single place.
All Blizzard has to do is put Sargeras in the game, and when you draft it, you win. Like, he's basically the mastermind overlord of World of Warcraft world.
He can like
he's angry.
put his hand through a sandcastle core, and then the core crumbles.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, that was like, I like that. Yeah.
It's
quite role player, right?
Actually, the type of MOBA that Hero is in comparison to like other games of this genre, it feels like every other one is like a martial art discipline, and this is like MMA, like everything regrouped with like very different rules.
That is probably one of the most badass and most manly comparisons I've ever heard.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Heroes is the UFC of this genre. That's pretty cool. There you go.
And you're the Dana White of... no,
I don't even know who that is. I'm so sorry.
That's the president of the UFC.
Me? All right, okay. Enough silliness. Let's get second bands coming in here for Team Liquid. Now, maybe into Abathur, considering they didn't want the split soak of like a Vikings or something like that?
No need, because if you take Abathur away, well, Team Dignitas still needs a main tank and a... Well, it's possible though, but
Morales.
they need a main tank, and I thought maybe like a real support.
No, you're right. I wasn't really considering the entire draft.
Of course, Tyrande can be a solo support as well. Usually you don't see that with Sonya though.
So Liquid, it looks like they might do that thing again, where they prevent Dignitas from getting Morales and they pick Karazim themselves.
I liked it.
But this time around, there's going to be Uther available.
Dignitas could, of course, remove Karazim here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to point out here. By eliminating Morales from Bakery, they are actually the ones who take a hero next after the second ban here, so they could go for Karazim anyway.
I want to ask you, though, if they do limit as they are doing it with Uther being banned out here, did Bakery impressed you on the Brightwing? Because we don't see it too much.
It's a tough call. I mean, Brightwing certainly adds a lot to the team in terms of global soaking and global mobility as well. But I'm not sure if that's such a dominant factor on Infernal Shrines. I don't think Infernal Shrines is a very good map for Brightwing. She has limited sustainability during longer skeleton fights.
So Team Liquid gratefully accepts the token tribute of Karazim.
I don't like this by Dignitas to ban the Uther. I feel like they've kind of messed their own draft up.
I think they felt like Team
They're
Liquid was going to take
themselves.
Karazim. I think they felt like Karazim and Uther were going to go Team Liquid in these picks.
Oh, that would be a lovely choice. They had to remove either one.
Yeah.
Apparently favoring giving away Karazim.
It's my
Oh, hello. Wave at the camera. It's your moment to shine.
Yeah.
He's got
the wings and everything. Oh, it's great.
Hey, we might see Malf actually. No?
That was Malf.
Yeah, but I mean, in the draft. In the draft. Imagine if Dignitas.
Yeah.
Imagine Dignitas went for Tyrael and then Malf.
Oh, that could be quite decent.
Yeah. They can use Sanctification
and Trank.
And
That's
Tranquility.
a great combo.
Yeah. We are alive again.
And then we'd have Tyrandy and Malf in the game and in the audience.
Nice. Oh, I would support that.
Playing together.
Now, only 8 seconds left in the time pool. Look how much pressure they're putting on each other with all the mind games. Time pools are all but vanished. Dignitas has to choose the hero now. And if they don't, it's going to be a random one. Diablo. I don't think that was a random one. Diablo seems to be kind of okay. Who will be last?
Actually a lot of damage already on the team side of Team Dignitas. I mean, you mentioned it before.
Tyrael still.
Yeah, it could be still Tyrael. Maybe even...
I don't think they'd run a solo support Tyrande. I think it's very un-Dignitas-like.
Tyrael is support as well. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know
All
what
right,
you mean.
yeah.
So to speak.
So to speak, yeah. He's like a really weak Tassadar in terms of support, but he does have that sign.
Oh.
It is in fact Melf. Melf Tyrande!
I feel like this is one of those cases where like they saw them in the audience and like unconsciously they knew that they had to go for Manfred.
They look over the computer, they see two cosplayers. They're like,
somebody cosplay as Murky and sit in the front row.
Sit in front of Team Liquid now! I'm sure there's someone here at DreamHack in Murky outfit.
Yeah.
Another warrior, guys. 5 seconds.
Yeah, Leoric, interesting. Leoric.
Yeah, Leoric's great against Diablo. Diablo getting those huge health pools.
Yeah.
Drain hoping that away.
Where's your Rainer now? He's not there. That's where he's not.
He's not there, no. I'm sorry.
Rainer's really risky against Diablo. There's no escape.
Yeah, but I mean, for Dignitas, maybe it could have come in really handy against both the Muradin and Leoric.
Yeah. Well, they had no space anymore after they started Tyrande, Falstad, Sonya, so...
Yep.
Cool drafts all around again. We see Diablo, pretty OP hero coming in. But didn't see a lot of light of day for a very, very long time. He's got a great kit, lots of damage and lots of crowd control abilities. He's a real playmaker in the beginning, but he relies a lot on early momentum.
Yeah.
The light we're going to see, though, is going to be the Lightning Breath, I'm pretty sure.
Very likely,
pretty well.
I assume we'll be seeing JPL on the Diablo here, running that along with Sonya going to be played by Arthuro. So definitely quite the potent combination. You were mentioning before how much damage Diablo can actually put out here in these things.
And who do we favor here?
You guys answer. Experts.
No, it's your turn to shine.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, this is unfair.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Oh, I'll go with Dignitas. There you go. I like that draft.
Was that really a surprise, Kalaris?
We give you this one shot. This is what you do with it.
Mom spaghetti. How about you, Kendrick?
Palms are sweaty. No, I think the divine palms are sweaty, maybe. So, I'm not sure. I think Team Liquid is on a roll right now, and if they maintain their momentum. They're going to get this series eventually.
All right, well, let's get onto it then, as we have game number 4 on the way here. As Team Liquid 1 game away from advancing on to the grand final, handing it over to Todd and Kendrick.
Thank you very much, Kalaris. So this could potentially be the last match of this series. So here we see Team Liquid on the left side here, rocking the blue colors. Lowell on the Karazim once more, probably going to be a damage dealer here. Vortex on the Kel'Thas, Chris on the Leoric, Get Him Head on the Tassadar, and Lucifer playing, of course, the Muradin here. On the other side, we see Team Dignitas. It's their turn to strike back. Shwimpy on the Tyrande, one of his most favorite heroes. Then we have JPL on the Diablo, Aethera Angel on... hold on a second. on the Sonya. There we go. And last but not least, we have Snitch on the Falstad and Bakery on the Malfurion.
If you look at both compositions here at the top, it feels like the one of Dignitas here is going to be much harder to pull off, but they're just so good in the execution that it's not, I feel, something that ever discourages them for going for any kind of composition. So we'll see how well they can do, I guess.
Yeah, Gaurasim going for the Iron Fist talents here once more, the infamous LOL build, if you want to call it like that. Very cool reverberation here on the Muradin. Of course, a very good tool to slow down Sonya's attack speed. Also Falstad if you manage just to connect it to them.
Because it's Tassadar and Karazim's going for a damage build.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe there is a chance that Dignitas goes for an all-out damage build with more of a Hinterland Blast than a Mighty Gust?
That's a tough one. I mean,
it could be a good opportunity.
It would be kind of cool, but at the same time, you also want to make sure that your backline, namely Tyrande, who doesn't have an innate escape here, survives. Also Malfurion, these two Night Elves are actually very immobile and don't have any escape abilities, no blinks, no dashes, so Mighty Gust might be a really important disengage tool, but I would never say never, Todd. We've been surprised a couple of times here in this tournament already.
Especially on a map like this where there's going to be a lot of fights.
Nice crowd control chain, but the Wraithwalk, of course, saving Chris here in the heat of battle.
Lowell not having the best of times against Athero. Athero is playing all his favorites tonight. It's all about TRL, Shen, and Sonya.
And there's barely any other hero that hits as hard as Sonya, especially if she combines her basic attacks with the Seismic Slam here. Athero Angel doing exactly that here. Garrett Head feeling the pain. You know, one thing to keep in mind is when Tassadar shields himself, the shield is going to be a little bit weaker actually than when he uses it on an ally here. So first temple, first shrine phase now active. We see a frozen Punisher coming out fairly soon to those people.
Dignitas doing quite a bit better here. Already 24 out of 40
now
skeletons here.
The combo didn't land. Of course, it's not a very easy combo to land. Similar to Stitch's Tyrande, when you go for overpower on Diablo and Tyrande, you have to time these abilities very wisely here. JPL taking a lot of damage, but I think that Bakery and Shrimpy got his back here with the heals.
They're getting chased away for a minute, but I think they're going to be getting right back in there if they want not to give up here this Infernal. And they don't have much time here. Dignitas needs to take the fight now.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're hesitating
a little bit
behind.
Or maybe... Yeah.
Oh, this time the combo was exactly perfectly executed. The Lucifer's so low. Now he falls right into the hands of Athero Angel and one clap and down goes the Muradin. Very nicely done here. Also, Vortex in a lot of trouble. Snitch going in. Very cheeky parrot riding. And there we go. He falls down. Double kill. Actually a triple kill if you combine the Muradin as well. Nice start here for Dignitas. They're not giving up that easily.
Yeah, I think it's the first time I see somebody losing the Infernal, but still engaging and somehow making the most of the situation. Especially given that Diablo had to start running straight away. Whoa, breathing a sigh of relief here.
The Punishers are so dangerous. They ignore buildings sometimes and go straight for enemy heroes. So you should never underestimate how hard hitting these demons are. Now we see Athero Angel clearing the middle lane here against Lowell. You know, the good thing about the Punishers is that the first ones aren't really actually that strong. Maybe an Arcane Punisher deals a little bit more damage than the Frozen or the Mortar one. But overall, Dignitas still in a very good spot. Athero Angel now, though, a little bit overextended. I mean, Sonya is pretty strong, but not that strong.
Maybe she is.
Maybe later in the game.
We should never underestimate the Sonya, man. We'll see what she can do.
Yeah. And although Dignitas killed 3 people before and managed to look pretty decent here, Liquid doing an equally good job here at closing the distance here in terms of XP.
The game definitely equalized here a little bit, but Dignitas still with a slight experience lead. I'm pretty sure they were going to want to preserve this here as much as possible. Doing the camps already standing an all across the map. They saw that their opponents didn't start their hard camp just yet. Well, they're already doing their own.
By the way, take a look at Malfurion's build here. We see Elune's Grace at level 4. We haven't actually seen that before. Most heroes go for a little bit of a different build here, but that of course provides him with a lot more range on all of his basic abilities. And since they also have his wife Tyrande in the team, I think he doesn't really have to go for a purely defensive healing build.
Yeah. I mean, the game has definitely slowed down a little bit, but it's definitely about to pick up a lot here with the top shrine activating. Liquid are going to get there a little bit later, actually, because they were working on that bottom camp. But as long as they get there before the opponents have fully secured the Infernal, it doesn't matter, because then they can engage, try to win the fight. But Dignitas still with a good experience lead.
And I really like what Team Liquid was doing there. They secured the bottom mercenary camp here to put pressure on bottom while the top shrine is actually active, and they're using that to kill a little bit of building or destroy a little bit of buildings here in the bottom lane while they still have enough time to actually get back top. JPL here, he's trying to body block for the rest of his team. Not really taking a lot of damage though, and you can actually see that Dignitas also not really committing to the skeletal defenders here. Both teams tried to get into good positions to regroup before they fully commit for a map objective here.
Let's see if Dignitas are eager to go into the fight here. We see a rotation happening towards the top from both teams. Only Falstad is staying all the way down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, you should never underestimate a Leoric, man. His wave clear is still very strong. The skeletal swing being able of killing several skeletal guardians at the same time here. Oh, level 10 for Dignitas. This might be their time to shine. It wouldn't actually surprise me.
Falstad is soaking it in the middle lane. He's gonna fly at the top here, and now level 10 against 9.5.
Yeah, and they're gonna explode now, right? Oh, the overpower with the Lunar Flare, not really enough to take down Chris.
He's trying to get 5 more. Oh, it's only 1 more here. Liquid is gonna be able to get the Infernal if they kill 1 more of the skeletons. Chris is on the task. Is he gonna die a little bit before?
Just one more!
Only 1 more!
Oh, just 1 more skeletal offender for Team Liquid.
They're gonna zone them out.
They would have almost succeeded here. They still have 3 heroes available, but who's brave enough to actually jump in? Is it gonna be Chris? Low?
He was thinking about it. Lusifron comes in from behind.
It has to be Chris, but he's not fast enough. The Undying Trade didn't revive him soon enough, and now actually Murden being taken down as well. And Chris would have actually almost revived at the very wrong spot in the middle of Dignitas' team here. But
Lusifron got it. He got in there, stoneballed that poor skeleton, took it out.
Really nicely done.
And they secure the Arcane Punisher, arguably the strongest.
Oh, wow.
Diablo gets blown up by 7-sided strike here.
Yeah, the combination of Phoenix and 7-sided strike was just too much for Diablo to handle. But thanks to his Black Soulstone trade, he comes back rather quickly into the fight. So when you want a hero to die, it's maybe Diablo on Dignitas' side first, as long as he has enough stacks, of course.
Such a back and forth game here already. We're seeing from these two teams. Really giving it everything they've got. Remember, Team Liquid though is up 2-1 in this best of 5 series.
Yeah,
and they would move on to the grand finals here of DreamHack. They were to win it. I'm sure that would be a huge disappointment for Dignitas, but they're still in it.
Especially after they've picked up players like JPL and Shwimpy. I think they had high expectations here for this tournament, and if they keep, falling behind in that game, it might actually be the end for them. But Chris now being pressured by Snitch a little bit, but of course, Leoric being fairly tanky here in a one-on-one situation. Now, they're actually doing a very cheeky move here, trying to get that mercenary camp in the opponent's half of the map, actually. Really nice to apply additional pressure, and of course, really nice to overall show Team Liquid that they're not scared, although they've had a rough time so far.
The forced wall, actually, from Tassadar is going to be so important for Team Liquid, because both Diablo and Sonya can't really escape nearly as well as most other warriors. So if they're isolated away from the rest of their team and then Muradin starts turning them, we have gravity laps, everything else going to be comboed on them, and they're going to go down very quickly.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you mentioned that, Todd. I think Force Wall is going to be one of the key elements here, not only for the 7-sided strike, but also for other heroic abilities. But now, Shadowstalk has been activated. We might see an ambush. Ethereal Angel going in, leading the charge with the Ancient Spear. No, the turn back though. Oh, there's a lot of damage coming in here on Lucifron. Is he gonna fall though? On Chris, pardon me. The Phoenix still going strong though, but is the first kill on Leoric. Ethereal Angel here with a nice target mark, and Dignitas just collapsed on here, while Bakery's Tranquility managed to keep multiple allies alive at the same time. They're barely touched.
Yeah, absolutely. Liquid has to disengage here. I'm guessing that having the Malf and Tyrande, unless you have some crazy burst fire damage, it's going to be really hard over time to do well against this kind of composition, because they just heal for so much. Malfern is healing the whole time. He's got Tranquility, and then you have Tyrande that's helping quite a bit as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, those two together, they provide so much AoE healing. Shadowstalk, when it gets activated, healing constantly. But now we get to see another fight, though. Mighty Gust with the lightning breath. Look at that beautiful blue flame. It's not going to be enough, though. But still, Team Dignitas managed to kill Lucifer once more. The dwarf is not having a good time at all. And even Gerdamher took a lot of a beating here. Team Liquid, they are on the retreat. And I don't think, with their main tank being dead, that they can contest this anymore.
And it's interesting, actually, to see that Dignitas, they don't have that much stun and lockdown. They rely mostly on Tyrande to do this. Shrimpy actually went for a sprint on level 13. So if they're ever in a situation where they're chasing or anybody's out of position, he's going to want to look to punish here as much as possible. So he's not even thinking defensively. He's already thinking about winning the fights, chasing down and killing people with his stun.
And it's such a great talent here for Tyrande, you know, allowing to be used both offensively and defensively. And that's the beauty about Tyrande. But as we speak here, Sonya falling victim to the combined efforts of Karazim and Kel'Thas. Once again, the Phoenix 7-sided strike combo proving to be very efficient. But yeah.
Malfurion gets blown up as well here. Wow. So back and forth from one fight to another. One team's winning, then the other one completely turns it around. And this time, it was Liquid that did a lot better. Not a single heroic here from Dignitas was used, though.
Yeah.
So I guess it's their turn to win the fight next time.
That's just probably one of their weaknesses, that they don't have a lot of burst healing. Neither Tyrande nor Malfurion have those instant pops, those panic buttons, right? When someone gets popped or instantly focused by Team Liquid, they just don't have it. Regrowth, very slow heal, Tranquility, the same. And Loon's Grace is just, or the Blessing of the Loon is just not enough.
If anybody gets targeted a bunch, though, and doesn't die, that hero is going to come back up to full hit points very quickly with both Malfurion and Tyrande being around. So that's going to come in really handy. But right now, it's Dignitas that have a slight experience. These Vortex get hit by an owl here. And with the next shrine coming up, we're going to have a lot more action.
Oh, yeah. This might actually be good for Dignitas. They're getting closer and closer to hitting level 16. If our Ethereal Angel falls victim here, though,
what was he doing
unnecessary death. Exactly. What was he doing there?
He's been doing so well today, or in this tournament in general. Very uncharacteristic mistake here to be caught like this out of position. Liquid always looking to capitalize on this kind of mistake. Why did you just Mighty Gust?
It's just an Ethereal Angel on a silver tablet here for Team Liquid, which allows them to get 16 so much sooner. And now we have the Shrine being activated on the top lane. Which one is it going to be? We're going to see as soon as this gets activated here. Team Liquid rotating up here.
It's going to be pretty big, especially Malfurion. If he can stay from afar, doesn't really take any damage. His cooldowns are going to come back much quicker. Leoric with their imposing presence here. Arcane and Barrier are going to come in really handy for the Kel'Thas, who, to be honest, I guess the Tyrande, if you get stunned and you're out of position for just 1 second, really could help.
And I know, Todd, you like the purple color on the Shrine. That Arcane Punisher did a lot of good things today and yesterday.
I heard it's my favorite.
Yeah, I heard it too. Now Dignitas, they're not gonna let this one go, though.
They're setting up for the attack. Look at the Ethereal Angel
on the bottom.
He's ready to pounce.
Ready to come from a different angle. Kel'Thas, he's getting very close. Vortex doesn't see where Ethereal Angel is, and now he comes in, but the team fight has already begun. Lightning Breath going strong with the Mighty Gust here, but Phoenix once again going strong. 7-sided strike on JPL is not going to be enough. Close this game. Also Team Liquid, Gerdamher, Lau, they're all low. Lau falling victim here, and Gerdamher could be the next target. Dimensional Shift to get him away. The Force Wall preventing any more damage, but wow, what a team fight from Team Dignitas, and that's going to secure them the Punisher most likely.
The Tranquility provided so much healing here. JPL actually kind of turned around very early. I feel like he might have 100 souls here, and he might have been fine with dying to trade himself on somebody else, but he doesn't even get to. Stays alive, and it's going to be a very important Arcane Punisher here for Dignitas. Recruiting on the Shrine.
Yeah. Back and forth. What a game. Team Liquid, they're trying to do as much as they can while Dignitas was still busy finishing the Punisher, so they took that Bruiser camp over there. But Chris has to pull back for now because I don't think they can defend the fort, but they should at least be able to defend the inner defense ring in front of the keep.
Yeah, but they're going to take quite a bit of damage. This guy is angry and he's still pretty healthy.
Oh, look at that. Kel'Thas in the enemy team. Do you remember yesterday? Arcane Punisher plus Kel'Thas equals?
Every time. The flashback.
So Vortex, he has to be on his guard here. They're doing a really nice job baiting the Punisher inside and taking it down here with a combined effort of the keep and the tower. Nice Mighty Gust to slow down their defense process a little bit. And look at all these arcane orbs on the floor. They're doing so much damage. And Dignitas, though, JPL, he's dropping very low rapidly. Is it going to be enough, though? A lot of health here are ticking healings over time, but he still fell.
Did Lua completely miss his 7-star strike, by the way? It looked like he just used that by himself on his own. He didn't hit anybody.
Yeah, it looked weird indeed. The thing is, 7-side strike always goes for the highest HP target in its vicinity, so it's actually not a good ability to finish a low target off as long as there are other heroes around.
Yeah, there was nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody was there.
Looked really weird. But once again, I mean, JPL on the Diablo, if he dies, not the end of the world because he responds rather quickly, but still, Team Liquid, they're showing that they're still in the game and that they're still willing to fight here because they just need one more victory and they could make it to the grand final.
Yeah, Dignitas still with the experience. The Shadow Stalk's gonna be used. They're gonna try to get a good engagement. Yeah, Tassadar is not the guy that you're gonna get.
I have to say, Gödemherd, he has lightning reflexes, not only in the Karazim with the Divine Palms in the previous game, but also on a Tassadar, using his E ability, the Dimensional Shift here, to get out of harm's way. Now, flanking maneuver from Lucifer, 2 people being hit by the Stormbolt, and Forceful, you know, sort of hindering Team Dignitas, but that Mighty Gust is putting Liquid back for now. Good combo, Murden. Lucifer, oh my god, that escape was so clutch. But now, Diablo found once more, and thanks to the Soul Stones that he doesn't have right now, he's gonna stay dead for good this time.
Oh, and Liquid, they got a very important takedown in Diablo. They're chasing down on the Sonya. They might be able to get her. No, they turn around. Forceful was used on Shrimpy here. Malfurion is gonna be stuck, I mean.
Oh my god, 60 seconds on Malfurion, the main healer, Bakery, not having a good day.
The Shrine is activating now. We got such long timers on Diablo and Malfurion. Liquid taking a huge fight win here at a very decisive moment. This could be their ticket to the to the grand finals here.
And look how good their multitasking is. Although they just won a decisive team fight, Lucifer's still clearing a very dangerous way from the bottom lane, while they're also taking the Shrine. They are playing the map perfectly right now, Todd.
Liquid is a team that has always done so well historically at DreamHack. A 3-time winner here. They are this close to making it to the grand finals here against Dignitas, being up 2-1. 24 skeletons here out of 40 already, and I mean, Malfurion being on a 15 seconds timer, like, they'd have a better chance asking that guy from the audience to step in and heal for them.
Sun substitution. So, Snitchler and Tyrande, by the way, look at them. They're so sneaky, trying to deal a little bit of damage to the keep, though, but Gödemherd is at the ready. Plasma Shield can be cast with structures as well, and it's doing a good job at preventing and mitigating a little bit of the damage here.
All right, Mortar Punisher, definitely defendable, but level 20 now finally kicks in here for Team Liquid. And to be honest, Dignitas are gonna get it in a second here. I mean, this is not good, but could have been much worse. I guess that's one way to say it. We got Rewind on Muradin, so a lot of Stormbolt available. Storm Shield on the Tassadar.
And I have to say here, Lucifer has been doing a great job. Stun connects. JPL once again in a little bit of trouble here. Getting double stun, getting killed here. Oh, Lucifer dying at the same time though. The Mortar Punisher still going strong though, dealing a lot of AoE damage to all the Dignitas heroes here in the vicinity. But they're still not giving up. They have to defend this. But at the same time, Team Liquid, they're knocking on the front door here. Being supported by a Mighty Demon. 2 people being stunned here by that Punisher. Team Dignitas, they're in full retreat. Aethero Angel taking damage from the living bombs here. Snitch should not overextend. The Punisher might still jump on him.
Hero-wise, it's a 4-on-4, but this Mortar Punisher has still got a bunch of hit points, and he hasn't said his last word just yet. He's gonna jump forward. Snitch.
Oh, Aethero Angel also going very low now. They shouldn't clump up, they shouldn't stack. Nice flanking maneuver by Snitch. He's just trying to buy time. I don't think Team Liquid can end this. They shouldn't overextend.
They're gonna try. They're gonna try anyway. They're gonna stay right there, go straight for the core. They're not splitting up that much just yet, but Tassadar is gonna go around.
Oh, 35%. Is it going to be enough? Only 2 heroes left, Tassadar and Leoric. They don't have the damage, I think, even though they're slippery, even though they can escape a lot of damage abilities, but they cannot make it. Only Lucifer is alive now. And is it actually a deja vu, Todd? You mentioned it.
Wow.
What is going on in this series?
I think Muradin is going to go all the way around and try to end it himself, but it's going to be pretty tough.
Muradin, is he going for the back door?
Oh, Chris is actually waiting to respond there as well.
And Lucifer is on his way. Only 25% left on the core. The shield is still rebuilding.
Yeah, there's still a keep up there. It's pretty low, but they're gonna go through it here.
But
That's gonna slow them down a little bit.
Look at that false side. He's aware. He knows.
Lusty
He
from
has a
getting
Mighty
right in
Gust.
there.
Oh!
He dodges the Mighty Gust!
He dodged the Mighty Gust with a Dwarf Toss, and with Chris, he's almost back. Is it gonna be enough? Look at Lucifer, he's so tanky.
Chris is 10 seconds away from coming back. They're gonna try to
Oh,
bottle back
another
up to
dodge! Can you
defend.
believe it? That Lucifer micro on the Merlin is insane. Chris is actually back with the March of the Black King. Chris, MVP with Lucifer. This is an insane comeback. Can he do it? Through percent. Oh my!
Chris with almost
He
no hit points.
takes the victory. What a game!
Finishes his opponent's score off. Oh my God, what do you what? Team Liquid with the semi-final victory over a team that promised they would dethrone them once again here with their new lineup, 3-1. A fantastic victory here from a team that is reborn.
I hate to be that guy who does shameless self-advertisement, but Lucifron, double epic play of the week here. Dodging all the skill shots, Dwarf Toss, also coordinating that action with Chris, who just came back from Undying. This is sensational. It's one of the coolest endings of a game that I've seen in a very long time. And although that means...
And you're the expert.
I'm an expert when it comes to cool and flashy looking plays. I hope so, at least. Wow. I could not have been more excited about that. And although it pains me to see Dignitas drop out of this tournament, I think nobody can doubt the fact that Team Liquid definitely deserve to advance to the grand finals.
This is their
Sorry,
tournament.
Kalaris.
Every time that they come here, every time Team Liquid comes here, they've got doubters, some of those at this desk here, but they always deliver a DreamHack, don't they, guys?
And now we're actually curious to see what Nizera has up in store for us. She is there with Team Liquid's Vortex, and I can't wait to see what he's going to say about that game. Take it away, Nizera.
Thank you, Kendrick. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, what a game. My first question is, how did you do that one? It was crazy.
I don't know, we just improvised a lot, and like the last 3 games were kind of crazy, but it worked out in the end, so I don't even know what happened there.
No, I can imagine. It was just like going, going, going. And from game 1 to 2, you really reacted well on the Medic of Dignitas. And, well, what do you think about the Medic right now in the meta?
I think it's quite strong. Like, actually, before this tournament, I didn't think it was much of a deal, but the plays you can make with Medivac, like, not only for rotations and stuff, but also for, like, saving the on-Medic, seems kind of crazy. It's really hard to deal with it, but, I mean, it's just another champion after all. It's not OP or something, but, yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And now you have to get ready for the final. Who do you rather face?
I don't really mind. Like, I think if we play our best, we will win. We can win both of them, so I don't care. Both of them are really good, but we should be able to beat them.
Okay, well, wise words there. Good luck with that, and back to you, Costers.
Thank you very much, Nistira, as we have Team Liquid advancing to the grand finals for the 4th time in a row in DreamHack. Who would have thought it? A new roster going up against a powerhouse... Shush you. Going up against a powerhouse combination there from Team Dignitas. It was not successful for them. They expected to get top 4 here, but in the end, Team Dignitas disrupts all of that, and they put them down.
Yeah, what a great developing rivalry between Team Liquid and Team Dignitas. The last chapter was not written yet when Dignitas beat them many times in a row. Now Team Liquid with a 3-1, and what a way to actually win that game. They were going for the core 4v4, and I was thinking, wow, there's really something wrong with core HP. It's like too easy to kill them because this is gonna work. Why else would they do it? Because it's really risky. And then it looked like suddenly it wasn't working. So I was like, oh yeah, it actually was very risky.
Get him head here, and Chris, man, they're dodging so many spells, trying to stay alive for just a little while. And at that point, you weren't actually sure what was going to happen here. Dignitas with the counter push, and then Lucifer, double Dwarf Toss, double dodge.
If they had been there from the start, they might have been able to defend it, but they caved like a little bit too late.
The thing is that there is one outlying flag of their anticipated actions later on. That's Leoric not moving away from the core that whole time.
Yeah.
If Dignitas is paying very, very close attention to that, why is he still there? They have to be trying to make moves to get the back door.
I think the play of the game is the Dwarf Toss on top of the Mighty Gust at the end, because if he doesn't do that, they've lost.
Down to the percent that it went to.
And Falstad, he was a snitch. Heafy had faked, kind of, you know, he went forward and kind of pretended that he was going to Mighty Gust, but then didn't do it, and Dwarf Toss had been used. Same thing. Mighty Gust him right after, and then they don't get the core.
All that Falstad had to do, actually, I mean, it's really easy to say now. Wait till Murden is touching the core, and then stand on the side that he can Mighty Gust Murden, away.
Yeah.
And then even if Murden jumps by that time, he's already taking damage, and even though he dodges it, like he's wasting time there. This was like the worst case scenario.
And also, I think
he literally jumped like.
And also, I think Snitch should have been a little bit more patient and maybe approached Murden a little bit more, because Lucifron has lightning reflexes, right? And he saw the Mighty Gust coming from a great distance. If he would have positioned himself in melee distance, maybe close combat, the reaction time for Lucifron wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, but it's not only Snitch, right? It's
the
whole
team
that decided to attack the core, even though Murden was alive, who used his little legs well, actually, he was on a mount, but he went all the way across the map and rejoined Leoric, who never really left in his ghost form. So
exactly.
A team loss, truly. Exciting, exhilarating, and you'll look back with it, at it with regret as Team Dignitas, but it was still as a team.
Yeah. Overall, though, you know, again, Team Dignitas will be back. They take a 3rd to 4th place finish here in this tournament, but no doubt moving forwards, after having the little time that they've had to practice together, they're going to be very strong in next coming tournaments, I would think.
The level is getting quite high, actually, in the European scenes. You know, we used to see like a lot of maybe like one-sided games to like longer games where a lot of people seem to be very indecisive. You know, a lot of teams that didn't really seem to know what calls to make. Whereas now, you see these teams that just have perfect synergy for like 20, 25 minutes. These calls that are being made like in the heat of the moment. And these games that come down to a single small detail like this one to decide who's going to win. And I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's really getting very high. In fact, we can check in with the bracket to confirm exactly what's gone on so far here in the tournament as we have our semi-finals on the way. Team Liquid in their 4th DreamHack in a row in the grand finals with a new roster, still looking to move on forward to make themselves a 4-time champion. And next up, we have Fnatic against My Insanity. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to defeat Liquid at this point.
I'm not superstitious, but history keeps on repeating itself here at DreamHack.
Unbelievable stuff. And of course, Fnatic versus My Insanity is going to be the match-up coming up here in another best-of-5 to determine who moves on to that grand final. Also, don't forget, you can get involved at home as well. I don't even have to say the time now because it's past it. But if you are watching on Twitch, just bind your Battle.net account to your Twitch account, and you can get Cho'Gall in-game guaranteed by the very latest, December the 4th. And there he is, Reyna's shooting at him, stud as he can, but unfortunately, those Shadow Bolts are quite damaging.
Yeah, and Pyroblast will be blocked by Molten Block, of course, every time. By the way, should I say here that it's absolutely not necessary to type !Cho'Gall in the chat?
Oh, no.
Just linking the accounts together will be enough already. So let's have a positive and happy and fun chat experience again.
Yes,
guys.
Thank you. I can't believe how much you've changed.
Have you seen the chat? It's all...
Yeah, they're enjoying it. They're loving it. They're loving it. All right, okay, guys. So don't forget, coming up as well here, we're going to have our semi-final. Also, you can check out the Score eSports app on your phone with all the information regarding the tournament at the moment, all the scores, and what is to come as well. So make sure to check that out. For now, though, we're going to a short break. And when we are back, it's going to be Fnatic versus My Insanity to find out who moves on to the grand finals.